Welcome everyone to the 2015 Geneva Motor Show. I'm here at the Koenigsegg stand where they have three really special cars on display. This one here is the second car that they ever produced. It's the CC8S. Just in front of me is the brand new Regera RS. And just behind me, if you can see, is the brand new Regera. And who better to talk us through that than the man himself, Christian von Koenigsegg.
So this is our latest creation, the Koenigsegg Regera.
So is that how it's pronounced, Regera?
Actually in Swedish it's Regera, which is very difficult to say.
Yeah.
So I would say internationally let's call it the Regera. So it's quite different to what we've done before, as this is the first car where we say, okay, let's not aim for absolutely the lightest construction we can, but let's fill it with more creature comfort, more sound insulation. We rubber mount the engine instead of locking it solid as a part of the chassis to save weight and have more nimbleness. So it's more of a everyday road car. Let's say it's a suit car, while our other cars are more track suit cars, but they're great for everyday use as well. This is just more comfortable and has more creature comforts. So we made it a little bit more elegant, a little bit longer, a little bit more stylish, and as it was allowed to weigh a little bit more, and when I say it sounds like it's heavy, it's actually lighter than all the other hybrid supercars out there, apart from maybe the LaFerrari, which might be a little bit lighter. But we have a really big battery pack in the car compared to the others. It's 9.24 kilowatt hours. So if you drive normally to Spirited, you can have like 30 kilometers EV range. If you drive really carefully, maybe up to 50. But we try to keep weight low anyway, even though we have 700 electrical horsepower and 1100 combustion engine horsepower.
That's just insane.
Yeah, we managed to keep the weight low because we got rid of the transmission. Given all that power from the combustion engine and the electrical motors, we could create direct drive with no transmission.
So there's no gearbox at all?
There's no gearbox. It's, let's say, one gear, it's one final drive, but no gear changing or gear losses in time or friction. So when you're on the highway and cruising, you can turn off the electrical motor, so it does it itself if you're just cruising. Then you have, for the first time in the world, direct drive from the combustion engine to the rear wheels without traditional gearbox transmission or automatic transmission, and thereby saving 5% transmission losses.
Yeah.
So it's the most efficient car ever, well, for what it is.
So how does it actually feel then to drive it? I've never experienced that before.
The best way to explain it is if anyone has driven a Tesla P85D and enjoyed that super fast, responsive electric motor sensation. Yeah. Then you take 600 kilos out of the equation, and then you triple the power, almost. Not triple, double. A little bit more than double. So
enough.
Much less weight, much more power, but you have that fantastic directness. But you also have an engine sound, and when you floor it and when you push it, you get a roar from the engine, but not a rev up more than the speed gain you get. So we put in a very unique exhaust system in this car.
Yeah, I heard that what you see there, the oval shape exhaust, that's not actually the exhaust, is it?
Well, hot air from the electrical systems. So there are radiators and fans and stuff there, blowing out hot air. So it's jokingly we say it's the electrical motor out. So here we have the titanium fishtails. If you listen to that, it's got this fantastic resonance. First of all, they fitted really well size-wise like that, and it's a straight path out, so we have very little energy losses in the flow. And the other thing is that when you floor it, those walls start to vibrate and resonate with a metallic sound, which creates a shrill, so it sounds like you're shifting down and revving up. So 3000 sounds like almost 9000 RPM. So ring, you get that sound, but the RPM doesn't actually flare because it's directly connected to the wheels all the time.
That's incredible. So in terms of the aerodynamics, what have you done differently on this car? What have you learned from like, the one-to-one, and what have you applied to this car from that?
So we have a similar system underneath the car in the front with active flaps left and right that we can operate individually. We have a similar hydraulic ride control system front and rear. We have a similar active shock absorber system, and all of this can be pre-actively set up by downloading data from our cloud. So the car knows the track before it's there and can compensate for corners and straights aerodynamically and stiffness-wise before it reaches those geotagged points. And you can also geotag like speed bumps close to your home and stuff like that. On the one-to-one, we have the world's first top-mounted active rear wing. Top mounting is good because you get better usage of the undersurface of the wing, which creates a downforce. So in this car, we created the world's, as it's going to be a more elegant car, or it is a more elegant car, we created the world's first top-mounted active, fully foldable rear wing. So it has these two cranes, lifts the wing up and pulls it back and can give aero braking. Quite
That's
unique.
Brilliant,
So, and then we have an enormous Venturi tunnel. As the wing is quite small to be elegant, we have an enormous Venturi tunnel to compensate for that. So we actually have really high downforce for such an elegant car, which means 450 kilos at 250 kilometers per hour in full downforce setting.
So, is this something that has been planned for a long time? Has this been in development for a long time?
Actually, I came up with this idea of this new transmission because I don't like hybrids that are overly complicated and heavy or inefficient if they're simple with series hybrid, where you convert mechanical combustion motion to electric and back to mechanical motion, and you have too many losses. So I came up with this idea where we could get the simplicity of the series hybrid but the efficiency of the parallel hybrid. So that was really interesting. And then I started thinking around a car, to build a car around that. And I came up with that idea last summer. So this was
so it's not long
like
then, not
10
long.
months ago.
Oh wow, that's come a long way in 10 months.
Yeah, and this is more than a show car. This is an actual running prototype, which is 95% finished, if you like. We have some wiring left to do, so it will be out and running 3-4 weeks after Geneva Motor Show and become the test car.
Oh right, okay.
Because we're a small company, so we don't have like 5 show cars, 5 test cars. We kind of,
it's just the one, is it?
We do
or
a real car as a show car, become test car, and then we do the production. And we do a lot of crash chassis and bodyworks on our complete cars because it's fantastic.
That must be painful to do, but it has to be done.
We have no choice.
So, final question is, how much is it?
So this car we only sell in dollars since 3-4 years back, as the world's currencies have been floating around wildly, and that was nice because it's been the most stable, best currency the last few years. So it's worldwide price, ex-works Ängelholm, $1,890,000 US.
Okay. And how many have you sold so far?
Well, we had 4 pre-orders with deposits before even anyone saw the car, and we shook hands with serious car buyers here at the show, about 8-9 of them. So looks like they are orders as well. But we'll see when the money's
That's brilliant, considering the car's not fully finished yet. That's the kind of loyalty you have with this sort of brand, though, isn't it? It's fantastic. Well, thank you very much for your time. Thank you for answering the questions, and
thank you. Enjoy the show.
Yeah, I one day hope to see this on the road and listen to those exhausts.
Yeah,
it'd be brilliant.
Too.
So that's everything from Koenigsegg here at the 2015 Geneva Motor Show. If you liked the video, please subscribe to the channel because there's plenty more to come. Thank you.